To be honest, there's hunger in our community.
There is food in the market, but the problem there is no money to buy
Right
food.
to food, access to food is also a constitutional right according to the South African.
The future of our towns and our villages and our farms depend on a community that is healthy.
South Africa, a food-secure nation, producing enough calories to adequately feed its 52 million people. However, 1 in 4 people live in hunger, and more than half of all South Africans face the risk of hunger. Behind these shocking figures hides the faces and stories of people who fight daily to put food on their families' tables.
Hidden hunger and micronutrient deficiency has affected over 2 billion people globally. According to the Food Agriculture Organization, this issue occurs when people's diet fail to provide the essential vitamins and minerals for proper growth, health, and developments. In Sub-Saharan Africa, vitamin A deficiency, also known as VAD, is a major form of malnutrition, weakening the immune and causing vision problems, including blindness. As many know that vitamin A supports eye health, it's also crucial for immune and reproductive systems. It helps maintain a healthy skin and also the linings of the lungs, intestines, and urinary tract. It helps protecting the body from infections. These foods provide sufficient energy. They are severely lacking in key nutrients such as vitamin A and C. Research has confirmed that these staples contain a little to no amounts of the essential vitamins, leaving vulnerable population at risk of malnutrition and its devastating effects.
In West Africa, 1 out of 2 women of reproductive age is anemic, with significant deficiencies in key micronutrients such as iron, vitamin A, zinc, folate, and iodine. Although Ghana, Nigeria, and Senegal have made significant progress in addressing micronutrient deficiencies, stakeholders in the sub-region are concerned about the increasing rates of malnutrition.
Despite knowing that, they still continue to consume these foods regularly as if nothing could go wrong. But do they? Well, in these regions of Africa, getting nutritious, delicious, and generally high quality foods is like trying to find a needle in a stack of hay bales. It is almost impossible to find good food in these regions. But why? What are the reasons that led to this? So you see, the produce of staple crops such as cassava, corn, rice, and legumes is heavily driven by the farming or agriculture industry. In this industry, there are many factors that can lead to good produce or the opposite. Factors like climate, weather, quality of soil, rainfall, and resources such as fertilizers play important roles in determining the quality of crops planted. In these regions of Africa, the climate is always described as dry and hot, but due to the trending issues like climate change and deforestation, the weather in this area has been extremely challenging, not just towards the people, but also the plants. For example, in 2021, it was recorded that Ethiopia had the hottest average temperature of 33.9 degrees Celsius throughout the year. This, paired with lack of rainfall, caused droughts and heat waves to occur more frequently, which leads to harsh environments for people and other natural beings to live in. As a result, the farmers can't even go out to take care of their own farm, which leads to poor crop yield. To make matters even worse, in Sub-Saharan Africa, more than 380 million people, or 61% of the total population that live there, heavily rely on farming or the agricultural industry as a source of income. These situations have undoubtedly restricted and constrained them from having a good source of income. Due to this reason, these people are deprived of having enough food to consume in their daily lives. These people are now highly exposed to malnutrition, especially vitamin A deficiency, as foods such as cassava, rice and corn do not have ample amount of vitamin A for their bodies. For the young ones, they may not even get any at all since they were babies, because the breast milk that they drink from their mother may not contain any essential nutrients for them to grow at all. So how are they going to solve this problem?
Death Valley in the United States is often said to be the hottest place on the planet, but the record for the highest temperature of all time is actually held by Libya. A thermometer-busting 57.8 degrees Celsius was recorded by a meteorological station in El Azizia in 1922. But for the highest average temperature in the world, we travel to Ethiopia. At Dalol in the Denakil Depression, the land dips 116 metres below sea level and the temperature soars to an average 34.4 degrees Celsius.
The answer is by using the orange flash sweet potato, or OFSP for short. Now, if you roll back the time back in 2002, the Organization for the Development of the Sahel States decided to take initiatives to combat VAE in these regions, and one of them is by introducing biofortified foods crops. But what is biofortification and how does it work? Firstly, biofortification is the process of increasing the density of micronutrients found in plants, usually through selective breeding. This process requires the plant breeders to crossbreed a variety of the crop that have high yields and a variety of the crop that have the high nutritional value. In return, this will produce seed that is capable of high yields and will increase nutritional value. This process is usually done in staple crops, as they are the major food source for millions of people. Now, back to all of its
benefits compared to the traditional crops. In February 2024, researchers from the Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research conducted a research regarding to this. They compared the OFSP compared to the traditional crops, in this case being the cassava, rice, corns, and the white flash variant of the sweet potatoes. The noticeable difference between them is the high content of beta-carotene and the high content of vitamin C. As mentioned earlier, beta-carotene is the pigment that gives yellow and orange fruits and vegetables their rich hues. It is also the precursor to vitamin A, meaning that when they are consumed by our body will convert it into vitamin A as much as it requires. And also, the amount of vitamin C mentioned earlier contribute to its importance in introducing OFSP as well. Plus, OFSP are a plant that is easy to take care of, making them popular among the farmers. OFSPs are capable of being drought resistant and handling a water stressed environment while still providing good yields. Furthermore, based on a study by Dr. Abdul Tenkono in 2014, OFSP can even be cultivated on poor soils, which is a quality that the traditional crops mentioned earlier does not possess. Due to the immense benefits of this crop, the research was conducted by International Potato Center (CIP), and it is discovered that the demand for OFSPs has taken a huge leap by 30% compared to its previous year, as people quickly discovered how important and nutritious this compared to the food they typically consume. This surge in demand helps the farmers sell more products, which consequently increase their income, especially for the lower income household. Because of this, there are a lot of products being made with OFSP, ranging from breads, cakes, and juices. The production of this product has also spread many job opportunities for the people. As a result, in 2016 in Malawi, it was found that smallholder farmers who adopted OFSPs have reported a 20% increase in household income compared
to the non-adopters as the crop improved both food security and provided a surplus for sale in local markets.
In 2018, USAID had also stated in their research that in regions where OFSP is cultivated, investments in irrigation and storage have been increasing. For example, projects supported by USAID in sub-Saharan Africa has enhanced agricultural infrastructures. This can give benefits to both OFSP and other staple crops. Another study that was conducted in countries like Uganda, Kenya, and Mozambique had shown that smallholder farmers who grow OFSP can achieve yields of 15 to 30 tons per hectare, with average gross margin of $200 to $600 per hectare, depending on local conditions and market access. Additionally, a 2-year proof of concept study in 2012 to 2014 by CIP in Zambezia province demonstrated that the prevalence of vitamin A deficiency (VAD) among children under 5 decreased by 15% in households consuming OFSP regularly, according to a 2-year proof of concept study in Mozambique.
Well, the million-dollar question in every citizen's mind is there a future for orange fresh sweet potato? Well, it is without doubt a definite yes. Nowadays, government worldwide place emphasis on OFSP as the major problem-solving methods in combating vitamin A deficiency. Most governments from African countries like Mozambique and Nigeria have collaborated with many NGOs and international organizations to integrate OFSP as part of everyone's diet in order to cope with this crisis. Organization consists of Harvard Plus and International Potato Central are continuously trying to improve OFSP by having more research done to produce a better variant of OFSP. Moreover, the U.S. Agency for International Development has also funded initiatives focused on increasing OFSP production in these developing countries, along with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. To illustrate, to address the issues in Malawi in which 1 million of children suffer from vitamin A deficiency, a main project, Malawi Improved Seed System and Technology, come to place as U.S. government hunger initiative. In addition, the success of TAAT program in Nigeria, which emphasizes on the utilization of the OFSP crops from the vine to the root production and value addition, have proven the significant value. To summarize, our team has explored the devastating issues of vitamin A deficiency in numerous countries, especially in Africa, the reason behind the crisis, and the initiative taken by introducing biofortified food, in specific orange fresh sweet potato. Thus, we should bear in mind that OFSP is the best solution to combat this global crisis, and a small action can make a big difference. Thus, we should all come together to support this approach, taking one step closer into transforming our world according to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development.
The project Technologies for African Agricultural Transformation is a project which aims at scaling up orange fresh sweet potato in selected African countries, with the objective of making sure that we promote the production, processing, as well as utilization of orange sweet potato in these countries. The project is targeting smallholder farmers because these are the people who are suffering from food insecurity, malnutrition, and